Huge news. Dragon Drive Addiction is hosting an end of the year awards show at PRI 2022. We want to reward you racers for your hard work throughout the year. The fastest 100 list, 9 through 14 second top 25, the regional list, the 8th mile list. This is our way to say thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for laying it out, putting it on the line to make these lists. You know what you got to do? You got to turn to 11. You got to turn it up. Go follow Dragon Drive everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or find us on the website, dragondrive.com, for the full lists of lists.
That's right. That is right. We're hosting an award show at PRI. I'm so excited, y'all. This is, oh my God. You don't even understand what's going on behind the scenes. It's absolutely insane right now. So there's so much to work on. It's just, it's crazy. I love it. It's going to be awesome. There is so many things I want to tell you guys that I just can't yet because we don't have them ironed out. Here's what I'll say. The PRI awards deal is going to be huge. Absolutely huge. You know, Dragon Drive is going mainstream. You know that. All these events happening. Think about this. 3 or 4 years ago, we had 2 events. Now we have 9 events a year. Like you guys are awesome. Dragon Drive participants are awesome. We want to reward you. I just get excited when I start talking about it. And what do you think of the Texas Motor Speedway in behind us there? I was down there shooting tons of promo stuff in behind, getting all the footage for C10 Nationals. It's crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm so excited. I'm going to work on promo stuff. I don't know. You guys, you're going to be blown away. You're going to love it. If you are not on a list, and you can find the list at dragondrive.com. If you're not on a list, you better find an event. You better enter it. You better show up. If you're not entered, you better get on the list. You're going to want this stuff. You're going to want it. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. If there's people that are just showing up, the huge news is we are hosting an award show at PRI 2022. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, let's get into the regular show now. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, definitely send them to me, message me. You can email us at dragdriverepeat@gmail.com. I'm working on my dragondrive.com email, so I may have that a little later tomorrow. It's just crazy. I feel like I'm saying a lot. I'm really excited. Sorry, my brain is working faster than my mouth. So here's the deal. If you don't know, we have a fastest 100 list. That is literally the fastest 100 of any Dragon Drive competitor that completed an event. We have 8th mile racers. We have regional racers. We have a top 25 list for anything from 9 to 14 seconds. So tons of stuff you can get in. You don't have to be the absolute fastest. You can be in this lower classes. The 12-second class is actually our largest, is the largest within the Dragon Drive community. So that you better run a 12:04 you better finish the week with your average of a 12:04 to even think about being in the top 25 of that. And guys, we have 5 major events this year. It's going to be insane. Okay. Another round of decals go out today. Another 27 go out today. If you don't have your Dragon Drive decal, I don't even have any in here because that's how many I've been shipping. So that puts us right at 100 that are out, which is mind-blowing. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We certainly appreciate that. The purchase of those obviously helps us fund all of the stuff that we have going on. Merch, shirts, hats, and hoodies. The pre-sale goes on tomorrow afternoon. I'll set it up probably around 5 p.m. I'll run the pre-sale with pre-sale specials for 2 weeks. On the second week, on the Saturday, June 3rd, I think it is, or June 4th, I'll end the pre-order special and then print all of your labels for everybody that has ordered during those 2 weeks. Then when I get to Midwest Drags, I'll pack and ship all of the ordered sales. So again, thank you in advance for that. Reminder, we are going live every day during Carolina Drag Cruise, which starts today. They did their tech inspections and stuff last night at, I think it looked like at like a Home Depot or something. It was a great idea, I think, because it kind of turned into a cruise, what it looks like. There's a YouTuber there called Garage Dad Talk. Found his video last night. great stuff. Looks like it's going to be a fun thing to watch for the next couple of days. So I'll be sharing anytime he puts out a video. I'll share it on the Drag and Drive Facebook page and on YouTube as well. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was a lot. Let's run through some comments here. Looks like everybody's like, yeah, ready, showtime. Travis, Tree and everybody. 815, heck yeah. And he'll be at PRI. That's awesome. I'm excited to see him in person again. We see each other about once a year, but talk almost daily. Race Car Revolution, event stuff for us slow folks. Yes. Obviously, if you're slower than a 14.0, you're probably not going to get a reward package there. I don't know. Tom Stark, what's up, buddy? Hey, I know he'll be at PRI, so I'm sure he's excited because he is, definitely a low 10-second car. So, Tom, if you didn't hear, we are hosting a Drag and Drive award show at PRI 2022. So I'm excited. PRI is going to be insane. I went in 2017 with my brother, and we're coming back. Like I'm not missing another PRI. It's too much fun. Race Car Revolution says it sounds clicky. Are you guys getting that same thing? Let me know. All right, we're going to jump around. I meant to on the Racer Spotlight yesterday for Midwest Drags for Derrick Adams in the 96 Tracker. His co-pilot is Aaron Darnell, so that'll be kind of cool. I'm excited to hang out with those guys once we get up there. If you haven't seen that, it's a 96 Geo Tracker with a 351 Windsor in it. Super neat car. I'm doing a write-up on it here in just a little bit. And then Carolina Drag Cruise starts today. It's 4 days, 8th mile racing. There's a ton of new people that have never done the Drag and Drive that are doing this one. I'm going live every morning to talk about the previous day's events and like who raced, what they ran, things like that. So I'm thankful to Michael Lone, who is doing a huge spreadsheet that'll lay out everybody's pass and things like that. So that'll help me on my end. He's doing it on Google Drive for you guys that are wanting to host your own event. It's a great idea. That way, guys like me can, and the people that will follow along in this and eventually see how awesome you guys are and cover this stuff as well. We can grab that info and not have to actually talk to the promoter and take up their time with that stuff. So that's a huge plus. Tech was last night. I think they begin racing at 2:00 today. So we'll be watching for some passes and updates. What's neat about Carolina Drag Cruise is they actually race. Then they have to get to their checkpoint to turn in their slip within a certain window of time. I think it's like, so if they make their passes, 2 to 4, they've got to be there by 6 or whatever it is. They have to make their passes and get to their stop within a certain window. And I'll find out what that window is and tell you guys. The Racer Spotlight for today for Carolina Drag Cruise is Shane and Kaleb Galloway. Typically, father and son are in the same car, doing the same thing, enjoying the week together or the weekend together. These guys are actually competing with each other, both in Foxbodies, both in Ford Powered Foxbodies, which blew my mind. So we'll have to figure out. I'll have to get the story about why they kept Ford stuff in those, because typically the LS goes in there. But Kaleb's is a Terminator swapped Foxbody with a VMP blower. Shane's is a ProCharged Coyote. Both of them are entered in stick shift, and both are looking to run high sixes. This should be a pretty fun event to watch for those guys because, and in the article I'm writing now, you'll see they're so close and they've got so many friends and family that are coming. Like it should really, well, let's hope they turn it way up. This is the first time out for Kaleb on the new boost setup. So it'll be interesting to see how he runs throughout the week. It really makes me want to go to the event. Big time want to go. Lots of cool stuff. Let's see. Tom Stark says it's awesome. Moe Hart says, good morning. What's up, man? And then Brian Lum, yep, sweet. I want to go. I hope you're talking about PRI. Yeah, me too. I'm ready. I'm ready right now. And it's May. So we're going to do it. It's going to be great. I guess nobody else's sound is clicky. Maybe it's just the speakers. Maybe I was talking too loud to your Race Car Revolution. I'm sorry if that's what it is. I asked the other day, if you're not following us on Facebook, I asked the other day if someone could put me up overnight on my trip towards Midwest Drags, which starts in Cleves, Ohio at Edgewater Raceway. Steve Haefner is going to put me up overnight. I'm going to sleep in his shop on my cot. So I'm excited to not have to drive 12 hours straight through because I'm going to leave so late on Saturday night that it'll be, it would be 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning before I got there, and I don't want to do that. I'd just be absolutely dead, and that's no fun. Let's see what else. Steve Haefner. Oh, Midwest Drags, 18 days away, guys. So that means I leave in 16, which means I have a huge honey-do list. It's going to be crazy. So 18 days away. Steve's put me up. If you're entered in Midwest Drags, I'm sending you a friend request. I'm literally going to try and friend every person that's going to be in the event, so I can, I'll be running around the pits. I'll be asking questions on Facebook Messenger, trying to get, background stories on the cars, trying to provide everybody that's at home a better story for all of the drag and drive, info. So your car, your story, where you're from, all that kind of stuff. I'll be sending that info to you. I'm trying to make notes before we get there so I can have as much info as possible so I can share it with everybody. Because I'll be doing the pit interviews and things like that. But then I'll also be carrying around my phone and my own camera to do stuff for Drag and Drive Addiction. So it's going to be crazy. 18 days. There is so much work to do between now and then that it's overwhelming sometimes, plus still do my day job. So you know what we got to do? We got to get me on my day job so I can do this full time. And to do that, you do sponsors. Race Spotlight for Midwest Drags is Bobby Admire, 2005 GTO, SBE 6.2 with gmpp LS9 heads, custom SRD cam. I don't know what SRD stands for. RPM built 4L65, gforce IRS 9-inch. He says the best part for him is the drive. He loves going through all the small towns. He's been doing Drag Week and Drag and Drive events since 2013. So I'm excited to meet him. I'm excited to dig a little bit into his history, which I'll be writing an article on him later today as well, that I'll post up on the Drag and Drive Facebook page. It's that's the other side part, right? So for me to learn and remember all this stuff, I need to say it. I need to type it out. I need to, write it down, all that kind of stuff. So I'll be doing that a bunch for the next 16 days. And then while I'm also driving to Midwest Drags, like I said, it's about 7 hours to Steve Haefner, and then it's another 5 into Cleves. Chris Cape says he's trying the book. Don't know what that means. Think I'll head to Carolina. Oh, Mike Fitzgerald says, think I'll head to Carolina Drag Cruise Friday afternoon and possibly Saturday. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun. From when Michael was on talking about hosting the event, it looks like it's going to be a blast. Sounds like it's going to be a blast. And there, from the Garage Dad Talk YouTube video last night, it looks like there's some hitters. So it should be a blast. Again, 8th Mile Racing, the great thing about 8th Miles, those guys have to get it done fast. They can't make it up on the back end. So, tons of wheelies, tons of bumper dragging wheelies, tons of blowing the tires off, especially once these guys really get into competition. And a lot of these guys, they are, again, being their first event, they don't know what to expect. It's going to be exciting to see them go through the process, because a lot of guys have raced a weekend event. They take their car to the track, they race 2 days in a row. That's fun. But, for a lot of folks, by day 3 of driving your car, only driving your car, your race car, listening to all that stress, going through all that, staying at a hotel, not in your own bed if they're doing that, it's a whole different experience. If you have not experienced a drag and drive event, you have got to do it. If you're here, you're interested. That's obvious. But if you haven't, find a weekend event, find a regional event. Go to draganddrive.com. The first page you pull up is literally every event that I know of. Every event that I know of is on that front page. So go there, find one that's close to you. If you hear of one that's not on that list, send it to me. I'll add it. If they've had more than one event, send it to me and I'll add it. Brian Lum says he's ready for Rocky Mountain Race Week. I really wish I was going to 1.0. I just absolutely know there's no way I can do that this year. Next year, that is the plan, to hit them all. I'm going to do them all. We're going to be towing Drag and Drive merch trailer around, all that kind of stuff. All right. So thank you very much for watching. I've really got to go. I've got to run. Take C10 National shirt up to a buddy. Again, if you were not part of the early, if you're not part right at the beginning of this, I played the promo video. We are hosting an award, a Drag and Drive award show, PRI 2022. Guys, look for tons of posts coming. Look for way more racer spotlights. And of course, Carolina Drag Cruise updates the 8th mile list for 2022. Midwest Drags will update the major list. Rocky Mountain Racing right in behind it will completely change that list. So right now, the fastest 100 are all SIG week. You've got to be 10.5 or faster for Midwest Drag. So if you're going to be, that will completely obliterate the list. Almost every person that is entered in Midwest Drags that finishes could be on the fastest 100 list. I mean, it could really shake up a ton of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how many people get kicked off. What's our new number on the fastest 100 list? Right now it's a 10-1. Will it be like a 9-1? Will we see a full second drop in the fastest 100 cars? It's going to be crazy. Come and run OGG Drag Weekend. Would love to shoot your car and meet you all. Yeah, Chris Cabe, definitely. If you haven't heard of One Guy's Garage, it's the end of September, just as Hot Rod Drag Week ends. It's the 23rd through 25th of September. One Guy's Garage. Nathan Shaw is the host of that. It looks like a great event. I think they've been doing it 8 or 9 years, something like that. It's so cool, and I think it's only limited to like 50 cars because that's all he wants to be in control of. That's all he wants to make sure that everybody has a good time. So, and everybody gets passes and all that kind of stuff. But it is 100% drag and drive regional event, going to be on the list. It will. Oh no, actually, it will not end the year. King of the Open Road will end the year for the regional events. Hot Rod Drag Week ends the year for major events. There's so many lists. My mind is blown. Okay, guys, I got to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. I cannot say it enough. I really, really appreciate it, guys. We're taking this rocket ship to the moon. So I'm glad you guys are on here. I'm glad you're early because once this thing hits, it's going to hit hard. And I think we're going to see that in June. Coming up, 18 days till Midwest Drags, and it's off and running. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.